Obviously, October baseball is the goal every season that you want to get to, and it wasn't too long ago these fans were lining the streets for the Cavs parade. What better person to know that than somebody who played under Woody Hayes for 4 years, the Hall of Famer Archie Griffin. Hear what the former Ohio State running back had to say about the rivalry and his memories playing under Woody Hayes. I am joined by head coach Doug Downing, and obviously a thrilling game that came down to the wire for you guys. I guess what were you telling your team coming down that stretch? Final round of the Marathon Classic at Highland Meadows, and for the first time ever, it was on network television. We had the coverage for you on WTOL, and what a finish it was. Everyone hoping to be holding that trophy right there. Look how beautiful that is. You know what I like about bowl games?
What's that?
For the most part, they're always a lot warmer than they are here. The sun.
And you're going.
I am.
All right.
I am. I will be there with the Buckeyes. So
we enjoyed your coverage from down in Montgomery as well last week.
Thanks. Yeah, it was a great time. So I'll be in the sun and thinking of all of you. I will send it back. I'll bring it back with me.
Don't forget the
That's a promise?
It's I'll do what I can. Walleye still sitting well atop the ECHL Central Division with 30 wins and 61 points on the road today in Kalamazoo, looking for their 5th straight win. But it was a rough start for Toledo. Talking to the players in the clubhouse following last night's 9-3 loss, all of them had the same thing to say. They're excited to have Corey Kluber back on the mound. Now they have full confidence in their full bullpen. Hey, how's it going?
It's going great. It's game day.
Yeah, game day, exciting day, and I know this is a special one for you because, 40 years ago was when you really got to see the Buckeyes and fell in love, so you're celebrating an anniversary, is that right?
That is correct.
Now the question is, will the Tribe bounce back to take the final win in the 4-game series? We go to today's game, and Corey Kluber on the mound for Cleveland, but it was a rough start for the righty. And after placing in the top 5 in 2 events at the 2016 Rio Paralympics at Seago grad, A.J. Digby is back home. He hit his head against the padded wall, went down. I was told he was laying there unconscious for a little bit, and he was laying there for about 15 minutes. That's when family members of players came rushing out of the stands down to the floor. A fight broke out. 2 officers, as you mentioned, were assaulted. Now I'm told there have been no charges at this time. It took 6 hours and 19 innings. Right there it is. But the Indians broke the franchise win streak record with their 14th straight win. Now that was last night. Today the Windians look to continue their winning ways. We go to the top of the 7th.
In her one-on-one interview with Danielle Dwyer, Janelle opens up about her road to recovery. It's a story you'll only see here on WTOL 11.
This is Janelle Noe's sanctuary, her distraction from the pain, the scars, and her new normal.
Things are bad, but I try not to let that consume me while I'm running, because that's like a one outlet that, I have to not have to worry about it or think about it all the time.
Where do you find strength?
In the future. I like looking into the future. I try and think of, okay, a year from now it's going to be this better. So I live in the present, but I also live in the future.
While January 15th, 2016 will forever be a life-changing day for Janelle, it's not stopping her from trying to get back to life as she once knew it.
I remember when the doctor gave me the okay to start running, he was like, I think the main thing you need to do is go run. It made me happy. I went home that day and I just jogged around my yard as long as I could.
Jogging around the yard turned into running around the neighborhood, which led to local festival runs and then finally competing again for the Rockets.
The hardest part, I think, was trying to get back to do normal stuff and having to deal with some of the limitations I had.
But running didn't just help the healing process physically.
Even though it's frustrating sometimes, it helps mentally too to think, wow, at the beginning of this year I thought I never would be able to do it again, but here I am. My coach has to constantly remind me it's a blessing that you're even out here, being able to do this.
And for her teammates who've been by her side since the incident, Janelle's an inspiration.
We wake up in the morning and we're like, wow, we're going to go run. She wakes up in the morning and she's already tired, exhausted. Who knows what she's going through, and she's out doing the same thing or more than what I'm doing every day.
But running is just one part of her getting her life back. Janelle is also working on getting her degree in physical therapy.
Life's going to be different now, and it's not going to be the same, and I have to try and accept that and hope that in the upcoming years it'll get better, and like I'll be able to not necessarily move on, because I don't think I ever will be able to, but just, you know, accept to learn how to live my life the way I am now.
While Janelle's road to recovery is still in the early stages, as the slogan that's been used to help raise money for Janelle says, she believes she could, so she did.
You can't put limits on yourself. If something bad happens, you can't always dwell on it forever. Like, of course, you have your right to be frustrated or angry, but like, it gives you an opportunity, new opportunity to like inspire other people. That's what I try and do, is try to just like make the most out of what I can do.
And now, WTOL 11 Sports, sponsored by Charlie's Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Lots of basketball action going on tonight. Toledo and Bowling Green men both on the road, starting with the Rockets on the road at Ohio. Down 10 shortly into the second half, but on the comeback here, Nate Navigato, the pass to the big man, Steve Taylor Jr. He sinks the triple try. He had a double-double, 15 boards, and a game-high 25 points. Then under 10 minutes to go, tied at 60, John Williams finds Luke Kanapke in the paint for the layup. Rockets pull it out 79-76, the final. As for Bowling Green, they're up north visiting Central Michigan. Here's freshman Dylan Fry starting for the second straight game. He sinks the triple try. Then later, DiMaggio Wiggins finds Zach Denny for the layup, but not enough tonight for BG. They fall 82-76. As for high school hoops, Northview on the road at Perrysburg, both tied for second in the Northern Lakes League. Jackets with the lead down the stretch. Here's the pass to Matt Gruden. He hits the three ball. He had a game-high 21 points. Then later, Perrysburg moving the ball into the hands of Nick Sanford on the baseline, and he hits it from three-point range. He had 19 points on the night. Perrysburg wins it 65-49. And we're less than 2 weeks away from Super Bowl 51. Kickoff is Sunday, February 5th. But it's not just the players that are hard at work. In Ada, Ohio, production begins on the Wilson footballs that'll be used by the Falcons and Patriots. Since 1955, Wilson has produced all of the balls used in the NFL. They'll make about 20,000 specialty Super Bowl footballs for the championship game in Houston, for the game, practices, and selling as souvenirs. In all, Wilson makes 700,000 footballs a year for every level, and all of them are handmade.
All of our jobs, the sewing, the turning, the lacing, we call them craft jobs. It's skilled labor. You got to really know how to do it. It takes you 3 to 4 months to learn how to sew a football together.
I've been here for almost 22 years, and it really means a lot to have the ball sewn in Ada, and you get to see all different teams.
And the Walleye are atop the ECHL Central Division. A big part of their success is due to Evan Rankin. Earlier, Toledo City Council members recognized his efforts with the city resolution for his 100th goal scored in a Walleye uniform. He's the only Walleye to do it, and the goal came on January 20th on the road in Indianapolis en route to a 4-1 Walleye win. Right there you can see the goal. And he says this accomplishment means more because of the team and the city around him.
Hearing their words and the way that they talked about the organization and some of the honors that I've received over my career, it was very humbling and an amazing moment for me and for my career. But it speaks to the organization that the Walleye has and all the amazing things that they've been able to accomplish as a team and bringing such an amazing product to downtown.
And that's it for sports for now. The Walleye on the road tomorrow, but home in Toledo this weekend. I know a lot of people are looking forward to that. Right?
Does Evan ever get into fights?
No.
It would have to be the other
person's
fault.
Exactly. I think he might be the nicest player on the ice, maybe one of, arguably.
Yeah, I hear great things about it.